because we're not meant to satisfy our rightful desire for pleasure and happiness in temporary matter. It must be satisfied with that which is constitutionally equal with our constitutional self, which is Sat, Chit, Ananda, eternal, and also Chit, complete knowledge. You don't need to acquire knowledge in the spiritual world. It is automatically there. And Ananda, ever-increasing pleasure, happiness. So this Hare Krishna mantra is the most powerful, most transcendental process, not only for practice, sadhana, but for siddha, perfection. ABC is there in kindergarten and first grade, but ABC is the basic principle for the topmost PhD scholar. Basic principle. But that ABC for the child is one thing, but as the person advances, then it is the formula for topmost expression. So this Krishna mantra is non-different than Sakshat Bhagavan Swayambhu Krishna himself, the source of all personality. We are persons. One definition in the Vedas of the absolute original truth is that from which everything and everyone emanates, the cause of all causes. So by chanting Hare Krishna, we're putting ourselves back into our original powerhouse supply. We will regain our original fiery nature. We will transcend, as a mere byproduct, this world of repeated birth and death. Actually, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra aims at the topmost goal, which is prema. There's different types of love and its expression based on our concomitant or proportionate material, either implication or liberation from it. But prema is only aroused on the fullest platform of moksha or liberation. That is called being a jivan mukta, liberated jiva person, spirit soul in this life. That is possible. So this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it is practice, it is a beginning cleansing and awakening, but that same mantra is relished on the topmost stage of perfection. And along the way, this completely clarifies all problems in human society. It is said that from spiritual well-being automatically comes material well-being. In other words, we can have perfect peace, perfect harmony, perfect interrelation between all peoples, all governments, irrespective of whatever the temporary material designation is. Because Krishna is the root of all our existences. And if we focus on Krishna, then everyone becomes individually elevated to their, as we're describing, supreme desired perfection. And on that stage of perfection, there's no need to fight anymore. Actually, this is a quote from the Bhagavad Gita here. The stage of perfection is called trance or samadhi, when one's mind is completely restrained from material mental activities. Not to say that one is, becomes dull and inert. Meditation is never on something impersonal or void. The topmost meditation, the topmost thought is to think of the ultimate pastimes of love of Radha and Krishna in the spiritual world. That is our supreme perfection by practice of yoga. Actually, what we're doing here is called Kirtan Yoga. It's a topmost yoga. We see Hatha Yoga, and this is very popular, but that is a very low kind of yoga compared to the samadhi of union with Krishna in transcendental love, in transcendental rapture. And this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the method to achieve that. In that joyous state, one is situated in boundless transcendental happiness and enjoys oneself through transcendental senses. We have a spiritual body that has spiritual senses that are by far superior to this tongue, belly, genitals, etc., etc. Established thus, one never departs from the truth, and upon gaining this, he thinks there is no greater gain. This is indeed real freedom from the material world. In other words, you don't give real renunciation. It's not to just give something up, but it is to have something superior. Just like July 1st is coming, and some folks have to move their apartment. We have one friend of ours, Tato. He raised his rent by $500, so he had to move out. So he found a better place, cheaper place. Anyway, whatever. The point is, there's no question of giving anything up. It's a question of acquiring something superior. If I told you, give me the money in your pocket, you'd say, no way. But, you know, if we have like a TV camera, policeman right here, we're going to give you the lottery, $40 million. You win. Just give us your $20 in your pocket. Would you do it? You know, in fact, they give you the money first. It's in your hand. And there's a lawyer, and there's a treasury, this is real money. It's not fake, it's the real thing. Yeah, you can have my $20. So, we don't want to give up our involvement in anything in this world prematurely unless we have actual, tangible realization of the spiritual dimension. When Krishna says, I reserve the right of not revealing that to anyone and everyone. In other words, Krishna is not going to give this to you unless he sees that you want to be in complete harmony in the spiritual world. This is natural. Just like you're a person, you have feelings. You're all listening to me now because maybe I'm making some sense and it's worth listening to. But if I'm some crazy person, you're going to walk away. I don't want to hear this. So in the same way, Krishna, because he's the original person, he has those feelings just like we do. Do we want to come to be in love and harmony, or do we want to come to challenge and disturb? If we want to come to challenge and disturb, you will be barred from this understanding. Not only that, you won't even have the desire to want to understand. You'll think that this is just crazy. Okay? So that's a very good thing, ultimately. Krishna reserves the right to not reveal this to everyone. But if we're sincere and serious, we will be transferred to the spiritual dimension. And all fearfulness and anxiety, which ultimately comes from identifying ourselves with this temporary body, which has to die, right? This body has to die, but we don't die because we're eternal. Krishna will award you the remembrance of your spiritual body, which is by far more beautiful than this material body. It's ever youthful, Nava Yovana, it's never aging, but it's endowed with the wisdom of the ages, and you're possessed of very greatly desirable saintly qualities. You know, there's no vanity, there's no false ego, there's no, sinister, lusty, angry, conniving, like we see in the material world. Everyone in the spiritual world is very, very beautiful, very, very attractive, but endowed with very great saintly qualities. So this is to be awakened, this is to be realized, this is to be relished, and more, this is to be distributed. And that's why we're here. Of all forms of doing good for others, you know, nobody should be lonely, nobody should be hungry, nobody should be homeless, nobody should be afflicted with a terminal disease like cancer or AIDS. These are all diseases that are now recently. It comes from the bad karma that we're all implicated in. All of these things would be removed from human society. So we want to bring peace to the world by giving people the information of who they really are. Talk about being homeless. Actually, everybody's homeless in this material world, because this material world is not our real home. You know, even the richest person, you know, you can't take it with you. We all say that you can't take it with you, but spiritually, you do take it with you. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to distribute this Maha Mantra to everyone, and those who realize to some degree its beauty and its importance, they will be greatly benefited. But even those who don't right away, they will be benefited also, because they're given Agyata Supriti, that is unknown, transcendental, let's say, credit. Everyone has a spiritual bank account, which whatever you put in is never destroyed. Like we had this big recession in 2008 or 9, and so many people lost so much money. Spiritually, that never happens. Whatever you do, it stays permanently and acquires very great interest. That's why people, we see, some are very much inclined towards spirituality and others are not, because they cultivated it in their past life. So they're born, if they cultivated 30% or 50%, they're born exactly at that point, and they accumulate more. Because reincarnation is there, it's not desirable. It's like getting left back at school. You want to go to school and graduate and be done. That's it. But if you don't get it right, you get another chance. So it's real, but it's undesirable. So if you cultivate it to a certain extent, pick up from exactly from where you left off. So this is our mission, to distribute this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We thank everyone who participated tonight. And Krishna, in the combined form of Radha and Krishna, Radharani is the female counterpart of Krishna, equal in every respect. She is divine mother. She's the source of all potency. She, combined with Krishna in the blessed golden avatar Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is distributing this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and she will bless you very much for helping in this effort. The more people that do it, the more the potency manifests. So we need all the help we can get. Thank you very much. We do this here every day, 4 to 8 o'clock. Of course, we went till 10 o'clock today. We started at 2, so today we did it for 8 hours. We might not be able to do that all the time, but at least we'll do it 4 to 8 o'clock every day. For those who are